Hi guys, I'm Rachel Duncan. I'm the CEO and founder of Color Me Gorgeous. We are a luxury bridal makeup company based in beautiful upstate New York. I have the privilege of serving clients all over the US and internationally. I have the best job in the world. I've owned my company for 9 years and I've been a professional makeup artist for well over a decade. Throughout my career, I've had the privilege of educating and mentoring other artists and creatives because I truly believe that knowledge is fundamental to our growth, not only in our professional lives, but as humans. As a business owner, professional makeup artist and educator, mom of 2 incredible little boys, wife, aspiring author and writer, today I want to share with you some monumental ways of thinking that have completely transformed the way I approach relationships, business, and ultimately my life. Hopefully some of what I share with you guys today will resonate or inspire you. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is my motto, people first, business second. It is always more important to me to do the right thing as a person than it is to make the right business decision. When COVID happened, my industry, as many others, were heavily impacted. New York, in addition to many major cities that I travel to for work, were completely shut down. There was a tremendous uncertainty throughout the wedding industry, the beauty industry, because we were a close contact service and we were all deemed non-essential. I personally made the decision to let clients out of contracts, completely penalty free, and in some situations, I even gave back deposits. I just didn't feel right keeping money for services I had no idea if I was ever going to be able to provide. This caused a lot of controversy in my industry. It created a huge debate amongst my colleagues. They felt that I was setting a bad precedent to give back deposits or let clients out of contracts. And while I understood their position, it didn't change mine. I encouraged my colleagues to do what felt right for them, and I had to do what felt right for me. This was supposed to be the happiest time of my clients' lives, and instead there was just so much uncertainty. I spent hours on the phone consoling clients, and if the smallest thing I could do for them was to ease some financial burden, that's what I had to do. That's what felt right for me. And honestly, guys, I'm so glad that I made that decision. Not only did my clients feel so grateful that I showed them compassion and kindness during such an incredibly difficult time, but 95% of them reached out when they had new dates and were more than willing to pay my post-COVID prices, which had increased substantially. The season after COVID, where we got all of those girls married, I can't tell you how special that was to me because we had all been on this journey together, and getting them down the aisle was just absolutely amazing, and I felt very lucky to be part of that journey. Number 2, beauty is a feeling, not a look. Beauty is whatever you want it to be. In a world full of unrealistic beauty standards and life hacks for just about everything, I'm here to tell you guys that it is all a lie. You don't need to be an Instagram model. You don't need TikTok clean girl makeup to be beautiful. You are already incredible and wonderfully made just by being you. It is you that the beauty industry needs, not the other way around. You make the rules. You define your own standard of beauty. And as you grow and enter different phases of your life, you will continue to redefine that meaning. It's confidence, it's self-acceptance, it's love. In its purest form, beauty is love. It's letting go of comparison, outdated societal standards, false narratives, and negative self-talk. None of that serves you. What does serve you is embracing who you are and what beautiful is to you. So keep showing up as you are. It is your individuality that makes you so incredibly wonderful. Number 3, use comparison as a tool. When you play the comparison game, there are typically 2 different outcomes. Either you're putting down another person, finding all the reasons to discredit their happiness, success, accomplishments, or you're in turn putting yourself down and coming up with all the reasons why you're not good enough, why you shouldn't have that. And there's a third way you can think about this. So here's what I did. When I started doing makeup, I found myself in that cycle. I was bouncing back and forth between self-doubt about my work compared to my industry colleagues. I was either picking theirs apart or picking my own apart. Social media really puts that comparison game at the forefront. When I found myself comparing my work to a colleague's work, I started writing down all the things I loved about their work. I would list out all of the ways that I felt I could positively work towards improving my own skill set in those areas. Then I would reach out to the artist, whether I knew them or not, send them a DM or an email, and I would personally share with them something that inspired me about their work. Guys, game changer. It helped me elevate my skill set in a positive way. It taught me to better understand my own work and areas I wanted to improve on. Ultimately, and most importantly to me, it helped me build community and feel so much better connected to the other artists in my industry. And it's something I wish I had done sooner. Yes. Number 4, success is all relative. Your path to success is not supposed to look like anyone else's. Ultimately, all success is just figuring out what makes you happy and aligning your goals to hit those happiness markers. It's the journey, it's the learning along the way. For me, success looks like feeling connected to people, hearing their stories, sharing mine, being inspired by others, making my family proud. That's what success looks like for me. But for you guys, it could look like something totally different. Maybe it's financial freedom. Maybe it's hitting a new career milestone. Maybe it's falling in love. You start thinking about what success means to you, and you start aligning your actions to support those goals. You guys, sky's the limit. I wish you all the success in the world. Lastly, and arguably the most important thing that I can share with you, is do not let someone else's fear or voice decide for you. When I was first starting out in this industry, there were so many people who told me that I couldn't build a bridal makeup company. They said it was a hobby, not a career. It was just makeup, there was no real value in it, and that people would not pay for the service I was trying to provide. I don't believe that these people were trying to put me down, but I do believe that they were coming from a place of fear. They didn't believe in that service. They believed it was a hobby. And that's when I realized those people were never going to be my clients, and that was okay. My clients were going to see my value. My clients were going to gladly invest in the experience that I was going to work hard to create for them. And let me tell you guys, I was so right. Had I taken someone else's advice on a journey that they didn't believe in, I never would have started my own. The only one who knows you and what you're truly capable of is you. The freedom to carve out your path is yours and yours alone. I just want to thank Authority Magazine and BuzzFeed for sharing their platforms with me and connecting me with you guys. I hope that something that I shared with you today resonates and maybe just either brightens up your day or helps you along on your journey, or just at the very least reminds you that you guys are not alone and we're all on a journey and we're all in this together. So I'm Rachel Duncan. Thank you guys for watching.